Welcome back to another video. In this one, something a bit different for you today. We're basically going to be taking you behind the scenes for a personal brand shoot that we've got with a good client of mine, Alex. We're going to show you the whole thing. We've got the 2-camera interview setup here, all lit, and we're going to show you how we record retained content for clients on a monthly basis. So we started off today by sitting down with the client and basically just running through the plan of the day, make sure that we're both on the same page, and then how that strategy feeds into their larger strategy for their personal brand. This is the beauty of working with clients on a retained basis, is that not only do you develop that strong and consistent relationship with them where you really begin to actually understand them as a person, but you also have the opportunity to implement your strategy over a longer period of time. Like we all know with a personal brand that it takes 6, 12, sometimes even 24 months to get the results that you're looking for. So rather than just shooting one-off videos for clients and that's it, the relationship extends far beyond that. So a really key part of the strategy conversation overall and the initial conversation that we have with the client is to basically just align on what we're doing today and also how that feeds into the larger strategy overall. So specifically today, we're filming 4 long-form YouTube videos that we're then going to cut down into 12 short-form videos that the client can basically post all over their social media, driving traffic from short-form to long-form, and then of course eventually to his free and then paid communities as well. So the reason why we're doing the 2-camera setup that we've got today is because of how it relates to Alex's personal brand. So what we're trying to build for Alex is a community of basically non-native entrepreneurs that are trying to build a business in a foreign country. And in order to do that properly, what we need to do is give the audience a window into Alex's world, into Alex's life. This is actually shot in his home right here. You can see it's a really nice aesthetic home. And what this does is it develops a closer and more personal relationship between Alex and his audience. So in terms of the actual setup that we're shooting on today, we've got the main A-cam, the Ursa G2, which we're shooting on now. And we're shooting this at 35mm just to set the frame. Like you can see that 70mm doesn't fit the frame. And then also 24mm as well doesn't fit the frame either. So 35 was that kind of nice balance in between, which basically just allows us to show off some of the room, but keep focused on, the main person, the subject of the frame. We're then also shooting B-cam on the Blackmagic 6K Pro over here, around 50mm, basically just kind of cropped in a little bit more so that we can cut between the 2 angles. Obviously, the result in doing that is if Alex makes a mistake or we need to cut specific bits of the video together, we can do that really easy. I don't need to explain to you guys the benefits of using 2 cameras. So that's the camera setup that we've got going on today. So in the room, you can see that we've got some beautiful natural light coming from these windows to my left over here. Now, obviously with the A-cam, we're shooting directly into the corner behind me to basically just create as much depth and separation from the background as possible. And then with the B-cam, we're actually shooting on the shadow side, so camera left, basically just to create some more depth. And you can see this white space that we've got just here. Now that's going to be perfect for utilizing some on-screen graphics when we get into the edit. In terms of the lighting setup that we're using today, basically for our main key light over here to my left, we've got an Aputure 300D. We've got 2-stop diffusion on the 300D on a 120cm softbox, with then a grid to basically just diffuse that light even more. And to my right over here, we're basically using an Ultra Bounce on a C-stand as the general fill that's coming onto the right-hand side of my face. Now, the reason why we're doing this is to basically make use of the lovely natural light that we've got from these windows over here and essentially make the space look light and airy. And just behind me to my right over here, we have an Amaran 100D. Now what we're doing with this is we're creating a rim light on my head just here. This is separating me from the background, increasing that depth that we've already got by shooting into the corner. And we've also put 1 stop of diffusion paper on the light itself so that we're not looking saucy. And finally, to basically add the salt and pepper on top of this beautiful shot already, we're using 2 tube lights that you can see just on the floor just here, and then also to the edge of the frame just here. Now we've got them set to tungsten yellow, and that's basically just to complement the beautiful green tones and natural tones that we've got in the room already. But it can't be understated. I don't need to tell you guys the importance of using high quality video equipment to shoot stuff like this. Now, thankfully, we're working with an absolutely incredible client here. Alex understands the importance of long-term high quality content for his audience and creating that relationship with his audience and positioning him as the person that cares enough to produce content to this level. Now, we could have opted to do some kind of vlog style, behind the scenes, just some gimbal work, something like that. But the important thing is that you don't do what's easiest. Like, this took us near 2 hours to get everything set up and exactly how we wanted it. But it's not what's easiest for you. It's what's best for the client, but also what's going to feed into the results that they're looking for the most, right? You have to begin to look at your content from a bigger marketing perspective. What's the result it's trying to achieve? And how does the content and the way that you shoot it and the way that you script it feed into that overall result that the client is actually looking for? So we're wrapped up with the entire shoot now. Like I said at the start of this video, we've recorded 4 long-form YouTube videos for Alex today, and then we'll cut those down into 12 individual short-form pieces of content to be distributed across social media. Now it's time for possibly the worst part of the day, packing up and getting everything back in the van, back in the car, and getting on our way. So I hope this video has been helpful for you, basically just giving you a window into my world. Half of what I do is the content production for our clients, and the other half the coaching and consulting business, where I literally teach other digital media businesses how to do the exact same thing and win those 4- and 5-figure per month clients. So if that's something that you're interested in, then there is a link down in the description below. I don't really care if you click it or not, but I promise that if you do, then you will learn my exact process for signing those 4- and 5-figure clients every single month. So with all of this being said, that's everything for today's video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.